You have to imagine a future where you succeed.
Your only limitation has everything to do with your development and use of your imagination.
That's the power of imagination. Think high thoughts.
Albert Einstein said imagination is everything. It's the preview to life's coming attractions.
Anything, everything that you can imagine is somewhere, somewhen, somehow a reality, a real reality. It may not necessarily be relevant to the reality you are creating on Earth, but it is nevertheless real in some parallel dimension, some other reality, whatever you wish to label it. Whatever you imagine is also happening simultaneously with the reality that you are actually physically experiencing.
You can literally have anything you want if you can think it and you can let yourself get emotionally involved with it. You can have it. The imagination is the most marvelous, miraculous, inconceivably powerful force that the world's ever known. It'll create anything for you. It'll take you anywhere. Your imagination will take you anywhere, and it'll give you anything you want.
Our body has no idea the difference between a real scenario or a fake scenario. So every single night before you go to bed, when you are envisioning and you are playing out this life that you have created for yourself, your body quite literally is experiencing it as if it was already real. And you no longer feel like you are detached from this, but you are operating from this place of that. You can start choosing and embodying that feeling right now in the present moment. And that is where the true power comes. That is when you will start to see everything start to change.
Your imagination creates your reality 100% of the time. The outside world is not real. It's an illusion projected by your own consciousness. So when you actually shut your eyes and the outside world and you imagine a scene so vividly, you feel it real, that's more real than the 3D holographic illusion, because that's being projected from your imaginal acts when you're imagining 24/7. So when you imagine something vividly, know, because you've already felt it as yours, and the 3D mirror, the universe is a holographic mirror, has no choice but to reflect that back to you and be projected into your simulation.
Your only limitation has everything to do with your development and use of your imagination. If you can see it here in the mind, and you have the courage, the audacity to work, believe, suffer, to bring it out into the world, anything is possible for you.
You got to exercise your imagination. You got to start visualizing yourself as the person you want to be. You got to start visualizing yourself already where you want to be. Is this a challenging thing to do? Absolutely. But is it something you have to do? Yes, you have to do this. Wallace D. Wattles in The Science of Getting Rich, he wrote about this. In fact, he titled the chapter, when he went into depth about this, The First Principle in the Science of Getting Rich. He writes here on page 25, I have said that an individual gets rich by doing things in a certain way. In order to do so, you must become able to think in a certain way. Your way of doing things is a direct result of the way that you think about things. See, if you keep imagining yourself successful, how do you think you're going to start acting? You're going to start acting like a successful person. What results will that lead you to? Successful results. But if you keep picturing the worst case scenario, if you keep allowing confusion to dominate your mind, if you keep allowing the opinions of your friends and family to dominate what you think about, well, who do you think you're going to become? You're going to become those opinions.
No matter what your physical experience, good, bad, or indifferent, none of it comes into being or is sustained without a comparatively stable or an equal imaginal act, okay? So what we're doing in imagination, or you can call it mind, is what's creating and sustaining these physical circumstances. So you may have certain experiences, certain patterns that show up. Maybe your relationships always go a certain way, or things always happen with the bills, with money. It could be anything. But none of these cycles, none of these types of physical events will come into being or be sustained without the imaginal acts, without the mental activity sustaining it. So if there's something happening in your world, then there's the problem, right? To the solution of which everyone should aspire, okay? Imagination is that solution. It's your key to freedom. You change your imaginal activity, you change your mental activity, and you can change any circumstance from what it is to what you would like it to be.
When you have an idea, when something comes into your imagination, that's not just your imagination. God places everything he has for you in your imagination. Albert Einstein said, imagination is everything. It's the preview to life's coming attractions. So when you have something in your imagination, it ain't hocus pocus. It's actually a preview of a coming attraction that God has for you. He places everything he has for you in your imagination. So if you've been dreaming of your own business, it's because that's what he got. If you've been dreaming of a summer home, it's because that's what he got. You keep dreaming of a brand new car instead of a used car, it's because that's what he got. He places everything he has for you in your imagination. Imagination is everything. It's the preview to life's coming attraction.
Make your future dream a present fact by assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. It will chase after you if you can place into your imagination what it is that you would like to attract and begin to feel it. That which you feel yourself to be, you are. And you are given that which you are. So assume the feeling that would be yours were you already in possession of your wish. And your wish must be realized.
What if there was a way to brainwash yourself into being a successful person? You should be closing your eyes and envisioning the best version of yourself that already has it, that already became a profitable trader, that has already became a successful entrepreneur. How does that person look? How does that person talk? How does that person think? All of these things you need to envision in very, very, very small detail. And then the next step is to take action, to try to become that person. This is the real way of faking it. You are still not that person. But if you wake up every single day with a thought, I want to become that person, and every single day you have someone to chase, which is the best version of yourself. This gives you purpose. This gives you a goal and a route. Everything starts here. If you can envision it, you can achieve it.
You simply select what you want to imagine. Would you like to be, and you name it? Well, you say, but I don't have the background for it. I do not have any of the qualifications for it. It doesn't really matter. If imagining creates reality, you do not need the qualifications that the world thinks you need. All you need to do is simply to boldly assume that you are the man, the woman that you would like to be. Well, I've seen it numberless times in my 34 years of teaching, and I'm yet to see it fail if we, the operant power, apply them.
I can manifest like a mother. Everything comes from the imagination. This microphone, someone thought about it, this came out of it, and it's evolved over the years. Well, everything comes from the imagination. So the power of the mind, people don't understand. Well, I know one thing is I can make things happen.
You have to imagine a future where you succeed. No matter what your goal is, there's going to become a point, a single point where there's a divergence in the road and you have to choose. Oh, I'm going to go down this path. Maybe it's a little less safe, it's a little more unknowing, but it's something I love to do. It's something I'm passionate about. Or there's the safe route, the route that everyone else probably wants you to take. But that is the most pivotal moment that you have, because anybody who's ever been successful at something that they actually love to do has looked at those two routes and be like, all right, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep pushing towards this one thing. Maybe it's not as safe, maybe it's a little bit more scary, but it's what I'm passionate about. It's what I want to succeed in. And when you get to that point in the crossroads, it's important you imagine yourself succeeding. Imagine yourself putting in the work that's necessary, because there is no half-assing it. There's no way around it. And that's not for anybody but yourself, because, I mean, what other people think. But you have to be going to bed every night thinking, all right, I did it. I gave it all I had today. And if you do that enough consistently, tell me what's going to stop you. Tell me why you can't succeed. I'm very much currently in this imaginative state. I'm imagining, how far can I run? How many people can I motivate? Can I actually get to that 50,000 follower mark that I wrote down at the beginning of the year as my goal for the year? And I don't know, but you bet your ass I'm gonna be working every day towards it. And if I go to bed every night thinking, all right, I've done what I can today, I gave it my all, then we'll see. We'll see if I fail.
The physical reality that you're experiencing right now is a product of your imagination. No human being has ever or could possibly ever directly experience physical reality. You are not looking at a screen directly right now. You're experiencing a mental model of a screen that your mind has created for you. This is basic neuroscience. A physical objective reality is absolutely, positively not required for you to have the experience that you're having right now. Your own mind has already demonstrated to you that it can create a universe, place your conscious awareness inside of its own creation, and disconnect you from the memory of creating it, along with a lot of other memories. If you've had a dream before, you've already experienced this. Your own mind has created an earth for you to walk on, a body with a brain and 5 senses, and other people for you to talk to and interact with as if they're somehow separate from you. But all of these things were created out of what? Your own consciousness.
Your imagination is manifestation. The version of you failing and the version of you succeeding are just as real. The universe will respond to what you're most interested in. Most people are using their imagination to their disadvantage. They're looking at the future and they're saying, I'm going to fail, I'm not going to succeed, I'm going to drown, it's not going to work out for me. And lo and behold, it's manifested in you right now as you create that imagination about the future instantaneously. Just like Deepak Chopra said, your cells are listening to your inner dialogue. Begin to refine your imagination that is tailored to the outcome that you want to create out of your life. You have to wake up in the process. Most of us have beliefs that are disempowering, that are telling us we can't achieve it. So it is important for us to make believe the reality that we want to create. I said make believe, I didn't say pretend. Make believe is like what kids used to do back in the day, right? When they would act out and they would fully believe it in their body. They would make beliefs in the present moment of what they wanted. So you could begin to make believe the reality that you want to create and use your imagination to create the outcome that you desire for your life.
Imagine this. The life that you're imagining can actually become the life that you live. The life that you are imagining can become the life that you actually live. You know what I love most is the beauty of being able to imagine. That whole concept of just creating something within your head and being able to actually watch it unfold before your eyes. There's so much beauty in the rewriting of every story that you get to like literally imagine in your head and bring to life. And then get this, watching yourself literally turn into this version that you created in your head that is no longer a fantasy, but everything is actually unfolding now. And it's like, oh, I am him, I am her. Like, what? There is something so magical about envisioning a version of you that felt so far away. There's something so magical about it. I don't care what no one says. I don't care what no one says. A version of you that you didn't even know you had permission to become. But every small choice, every day you choose yourself brings this vision closer to you. Every day, every small choice brings this vision closer to you. And then one day, you look up and you become all that you've envisioned.
When your life truly changes, your life changes when you realize that those deep desires that you hold in your head every single day, those images that you can see of you winning, you succeeding, is simply God rewarding you early. He's basically telling you that your dream future, your dream life has already been made, it's real, and it's out there for you to get. And all you have to do is commit to yourself, believe in the process, and do the work that you need to do, and you will get there. You guys don't realize that everything on this earth, your imagination, everything that you want is out there to get. It's completely capable of achieving, completely, even if you don't think so. All you have to do is have a deep desire and have faith in yourself that it is possible to get, that you believe in yourself and you know that you will get there. Your mind is so strong, and it's once you really realize that your mind is completely controllable by you because God is in you, right? God is the all-knowing, He's all-powerful. You will achieve everything you've always ever wanted, because if you master your mind, you believe in the process and believe in the work, and you actually commit, you will get to your goals. Work and believe.
I want you to take a minute and try something. I'll explain what that is in a minute, but first, let me tell you about some really cool research in psychology showing that we respond to imagined events almost the exact same way that we respond to real events. So for example, if you vividly imagine a snake in front of you, you will experience the same level of fear as if there actually was a snake in front of you. Now, with that information in mind, here's what I want you to do. I want you to take a minute and vividly imagine that you're 75 or 80 years old and you're nearing the end of your life. And then I want you to think back to where you are right now. I want you to think back and imagine that at the age you are right now, you took the chance. You took that risk. You did that thing that you want to do more than anything in your life, and it worked out better than you could have ever imagined.
Your thoughts are powerful, very powerful. If you desire anything long enough, you have the potential of getting it. If you hold on to anything long enough, there's a high chance that you will get it. Every founder, every innovator visualized for a long time and it became a reality. That's the power of imagination. Imagination is the creative, cognitive tool, very powerful, that enables an individual to visualize beyond their current reality, to visualize possibilities beyond their current realities. If you wanted to start a business, you'd first imagine it, and then you have a business plan. Even this mobile phone, it took someone's imagination. Someone had to think about the concept, the idea, and then their process is to get it or getting it done. It's the same with the person who thought about the meal you ate today. It was someone's imagination. Imagination encircles the world. The mobile phone you used today was someone's imagination. It was a product of someone's imagination. Where you are today, like it or not, is somehow a product of your imagination. The things you have aspired to or where you want to attain is also a product of your imagination. I tell you for free, my friend, think high thoughts. If you imagine it long enough, you have a strong potential to birth a reality. Don't let your visions die. Don't let your ideas die. Don't let your dream die. Go for it. I believe in you.
The main thing stopping people from making $1 million is not hard work, and it's not just them being dumb. It's simply the fact that 99.9% of people in this world don't believe that they can make $1 million. And even if they want to be a millionaire, deep down inside of them, they truly cannot actually see it and feel it. Which obviously that's not like some easy thing to do. Like, it's not easy to be like a little 15, 16-year-old kid like I was and all of a sudden just believe you can be a millionaire. But that is exactly why God gave us an imagination. So you have to use your imagination until you actually can fully believe that you are the type of person that is worthy of making $1 million. And that is when your life will actually change. That is how to win at life. It's to convince yourself that you can actually see yourself getting rich, and that's the only outcome that you're going to have in life, and then you win.
How important is it to write down our visions, our dreams, our goals in order to manifest what we want in our lives?
I think it's a lot more important than we give it credit. Look, writing things down, it seems like this old-fashioned sort of archaic thing, more so than having that goal by your bedside, which can be good. But to write it down, if you're writing down true goals, they become written in your lineage. They become written in your body, whether you know it or not, in your subconscious. It's a way to get it into your subconscious. Write it down. Now it's out of me. It's on a page. I'm objectifying it. Now I'm looking at it. So now I'm having a dialogue where before it was just Socratic. But now I'm having a dialogue and it starts to reciprocate. That practice of writing something down that you're into or that you want or that you yearn for, and to add to it or subtract from it along the way if you want to, or just write it down, fold it up, tuck it away so you can find it 30 years later when you go want to share a journal or write something about it, like I did. But it's with yourself. I guess it becomes, there's an invisible way it becomes subconsciously non-negotiable with yourself.
Your imagination is the most powerful tool to draw in the desires of your heart. So whatever you're focusing on, whatever you're imagining, whatever you're telling yourself in your mind is what you're going to align with. Remember the law of increase. What you focus on, what you give energy to, is what you're creating more of in your life. So here's a manifestation hack for you. You attract what you are. So you want to be and assume the role of the person who has it. So go in your imagination and create images of already having it that imply that you have it. If it's the car, imagine yourself taking it for a car wash. If it's the new house, imagine yourself in your new house taking out the trash. If it's the relationship, what would you be doing on a normal weekend night? Getting ready to go out to dinner, making plans to go grocery shopping. walking the dog. Assume that you already have it and create images in your mind as if it's done. Simple images that imply that you have it, that you are the person who is already living in that reality.